Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Greg, and I just wanted to say hello. Okay, well, I'm going to jump right into it. I'm not going to waste too much time. Right here in front of you, I have my stats, as you can see. This is the most recent stat that I have. As you can see, there in the corner right there. If you look in the corner, it says 2120. That's the number of orders I've had. My number has not increased in the last since last week. Okay, so last week. So my most recent information is there. So I actually went to the app and I started looking. And it says this. I'm not getting any orders. Right? It says I'm not. I started to dash, but I'm not getting any orders. So let me read this to you real quick. How it goes? He goes, I started to dash, but I'm not getting any orders. I'm just gonna move it so you can actually see the stats, right? Because it's like if you look real carefully before that, you can actually see that I have the numbers. You can see that my numbers goes from right across the same ratings on top. I went from 90%, 92, 96, 97% acceptance rate, right? At 97%, 90% acceptance rate means that pretty much I'm almost 100% acceptance rate. I have 100% completion rate and everything, 81 on time, and you can see the numbers approaching over time, right? That's it's several like a lot of orders right there. It's almost 90 something orders I've done between the time it started to notice, and I had even a contract violation there to where it's not even a violation anymore. Okay, so what happens is this, right? I started to dash, right? I started to dash, and but I'm not getting any orders. It says the amount of available delivery differs every day, depending on how busy your area is. If you're not getting orders, you can increase your chances by moving closer to a hotspot. An area with more orders marked with a red flame icon. Hotspots do not guarantee orders, but simply guide you to areas where you have a better chance as constantly refreshing based on relative time. So let's see this one here. This, and then if you think you're something wrong with your phone or Dash app, below are some of the troubleshoot. Check whether the network connection is working. Check that whether your Dash is not paused. That you've travel towards a hotspot. Dash during a peak hour, like lunch and dinner time. Dashers report that they receive the most orders when they stay within their starting yabba dabba do. Right, so let me just bring this back down real quick so you can see. As you can see, I have a high rating, right? And so I started going out. Today I went out, I actually went out. Yes, and this is the fourth time I went. I got a zero order day. I went out the fourth time today, and what happened was that I got nothing. I got absolutely nothing again. I started at 7 o'clock, exactly 7 o'clock, right? I started from 7 o'clock, and it ran through until just a few minutes ago. Right now it's 12 o'clock, and I just continued to wait and wait and wait and wait. And so that's kind of like the whole futility of the whole aspect of it all, because it's like the longer you wait, the more you're hoping that you'll be able to find something, right? And so the thing was like, what you're doing is that you're just kind of in a situation where I'm trying my best to do this, and I'm not here trying to complain. I know I'm gonna have to find other work somewhere else. So what I did was I signed up for Instacart. I signed up also for Grubhub, and then also for Uber Eats. And so as everything is a learning curve, a learning process, what you got to do, you got to kind of find work so you can actually go and do the job that's given to you. But for the most part, though, you have to kind of wait until it happens, which is kind of puts us in a very awkward situation. So definitely, if you guys want to help us out with anything, that'd be great. There's some information on there if you want to go ahead and give us a hand or help us out with anything. And there's some information. But for the most part, though, what I want to say is just like, you see, I've been doing this for some time now, right? And I'm going to just show you some more animations. And one thing I find about it is that I just can't be the only one going through this right now, because I understand that you talk about companies now. Companies always work out. You work for a company for many years, and what they end up doing is that they go out of their way just to fire the most tenure, the oldest of employees, or the people there, because it's more the most expensive, right? So I don't know. New York City is one of those very interesting things, because when you start thinking about it, it's like they just opened the floodgates for the $29 thing, right? And now it's like not even, I mean, maybe a month later, it started getting like really crazy. Now we're into the second month of this thing, right? And what has happened is that I'm getting absolutely no orders. Now, I called customer service, and customer service said to me that what I need to do is that I reset my app and all that stuff, and I did reset. They also said to kind of refresh my app, and I did all that too. And it's just not panning out. So I really don't know what else to do at this point. So definitely, if you guys have any ideas, that would be very, very helpful for me to know exactly what to do, or how to do it, or how you've done with the situation yourself. Because what happens is like, we're trying the best that we can, but you don't just hear. Let's talk about some good things. Let's talk about how this is all going to work out, because sometimes I think about that verse in the Bible says about how Jesus was in the boat, and the people were like saying, "Lord, don't you care that we're perishing?" And he was asleep in the boat. He just was asleep in the boat, just doing the sleep thing. And he would think about how we're not alone in all of this. So when you look at the scenario and the situation, there's a lot that can be done There's a lot that can't be done, and you're just pretty much, just trying to figure out what's the best thing to do. But I know I just can't be the only one going through this right now. I know other people must be, or something's wrong with the app or something, because, when you really think about it, I mean, like, you're doing what you can for your family, and I'm really trying my best to do that. I'm to the point where I don't want to go out anymore. It's like, every time you go outside, it's like a tax. New York City is filled with it's a tax every time you do anything. You go down the block, it's a tax. You go to the store, it's a tax. Every time you do something, it's just like, you're just wondering whether or not it's going to actually pay off. So that's one of those things where it's like, if for example you're going to the scenario and you're doing these things, you're just don't want to waste time, don't want to waste gas because you're not sure when your next money's going to come in. Anyway, long story short, I just wanted to say that, pretty much that these are some of the longer videos I wanted to share with you. But that's kind of the scenario that I'm facing. I am willing to work, and I have shown you. This is my show you my some more of my stats here. These are some of the things that happened on January 20th, January 18th, and just kind of like the most recent one is the one there. Let me see if I can show it. See, I can see it again. I can actually just kind of mess with it so you can see the real stats. So right here, this has been the most recent. It's been like this since last week, right? But this is not the one like for today. I mean, well, it's like because I just did a couple more hours, so now it's no longer it's 5 hours. It's now 8 hours, right? But you can see right there that this is what it's like. Just pretty much for the last week, I got two orders, just two orders, and it's holding the two orders, right? So this week, just week of January 29th to February 4th, it's just like just two orders, and two orders you can't just 11.50. And so, I'm just showing you guys the progress and the process of it all. But, it's not like I'm making this up and I'm just sitting here telling you about things that don't happen. See, this is pretty much the area where I am. I'm going to see if I make this bigger. I'm going to see if I can just kind of change the order of it real quick. Let me put it up a little higher. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you this is the area that I am. And it's saying like how busy it is, right? This is a couple weeks ago, how busy it is, and busy, busy, busy. But I even went out. I went further out. If you look over there, right there's Garden City. I went out further out to beyond Garden City to see if I can actually make some more money, and it just isn't working. So what I've come to a conclusion is that okay, one, when something doesn't work after you tried a couple times, if you go in hunting and you don't find any animals to hunt and provide for your family, you're gonna have to either learn how to fish or you're gonna have to learn how to do something else or go to a different location. So that's kind of the scenario where I had to kind of figure out myself. Is I either had to go fish, figure out where to go fish, or change venues. Maybe that's not working, and because it's not working, I have to kind of go do something else that's important. Because obviously you can't live without paying your bills, and you can't, soon you won't have a phone, soon you won't have any, your car won't roll anymore because you ain't got no money. So it's like the thing is you have to have enough money to roll the wheels, right? But you know this, you guys know all this already. I'm just telling you my frustration. My frustration is that this is not working how it should be, and because of that, I'm just kind of pushing towards my other art forms and my goals and my things that I like to make and do. So just definitely keep us in prayer because you know what, I just don't want to just rant and tell you about like how bad things are, but I want to tell you how good things are too. So it's like we had a good day today. The family we did had a good day. But it's like just the thing. It's like we're not sure exactly what it is that needs to be done because when you look at the scenario and the situation, we're asking God for wisdom. But a good day, the kids had a good time playing like pickleball, and they got a chance to meet some friends, and they got a chance to like really kind of show off some of my art, which is great, and I got made possibly make some more clients. But again, this is like again, it shows me this is the most recent one. It shows 200 and see my on time acceptance rate, all the different things. It's like I'm not getting deliveries. You see that right there. The app is working. You can go to a hotspot and receive orders. I did all that, nothing. So with that in mind, with that as a potential, and that's how it is, we come to the conclusion that this may not be the job I need to continue doing because it's one of those things where the more you do it, the more it doesn't seem to work out. So again, just kind of I want to say thank God for everybody who's praying for us and those who helped us out and those who continue to provide work. I had a couple friends of mine that actually send me links for different jobs for temp agencies and stuff. And so the thing is like, it's kind of like weird how this works. It's like you decide to just take a stand and you do something, but you suffer for it. So, but at the same time, though, God is looking out for you. It's just a matter of just kind of just being right with God and making sure that everything's good, because sometimes it doesn't seem like it's working, but God is working. So I want to leave you on that note. I don't want to just belabor a sad point or a nebulous point or anything like that, but just want to say that it's God is good. Even though the app says it's working, even though things say it is working, just know that God is in control and that we're not alone. That we're definitely not alone. So definitely, I just want to say thank you so much for your praying for me to do the work, get the bread. I know it's hard to get, get the bread of the day. There's no bread to get, and you can't decline an order if you don't have any orders to decline. But for the most part, that was one of those things where I just say thank you for, just listening to us and hearing us out. And I wish you all the best. Once again, so please, if you get a chance to subscribe to my kids' channel. My kids have their channels and their work and stuff like that too. So definitely, if you could subscribe to their art and their artwork, that would be great. If you can find that, you see their work right here. My son, my daughter Abigail, her channel is Guggenheir Studios, and my son's channel is Arsenal Productions. And so their stuff is growing. The stuff is getting better and better. And I just want to put my stuff there real quick again and let you see that this is some of my art. But for the most part, I just want to say thank you so much. Let's switch back to this one. I don't think there's a picture in that one. Okay, let's find the one that I have where I have a picture in it. But I did some fixing up on my app. But I did some fixing up in my app, so that's why it's kind of a little different there. So anyway, so just want to say just thank you so much again for just thinking about us. Definitely keep us in prayer, and we'll let you know how it goes. I'll keep you posted as to all the cool details that are going on. Very much, very much, very much so. All right, so God bless you, and thank you again for just listening to my story. I wish you all the best, and keep strong, get that bread. Okay, take care now. Bye bye.